Anything in my teeth?
Nope, do I?
No.
That's good news. Good news!
Good.
She has...
What's another word for excited?
Good question. Excited is one of those words, like amazing and incredible, that just get overused
but it's
now.
it's more than that. It's higher than that. Well, I said elated
Tremendous.
in another video.
Elated. I like elated.
I am elated because I am here in Palm Springs, obviously, with this guy. And I'm selling at a store in Palm Springs, the cutest store in the downtown area. They have accepted my items and have agreed to sell them in their store. They're in the bungalows, the cute bungalows where we had our pop-up shop years ago. I can't believe that they are allowing me to sell my stuff there. I'm very excited.
She is many things, and one of
you.
them is, you don't even know what I was going to say.
Well, also I have to...
I said she is many things.
Wait, I have to warn you. My one eye, just one eye, is watering.
Yeah. Are you crying?
No, just in one eye. Am I crying? I'm crying in one eye.
Toast. In our dead or alive glasses, may you rest in peace, the best wine bar that Palm Springs ever had. Thank
Cheers.
you, and cheers to Noelle and her astoundingly elatified news. It's so wicked of me. I don't know if you actually know this, but every time Noelle and I do an episode on the couch, with the exception of one video, she edits it all. She puts it all together. She does all that work.
Such high quality.
It is. Don't you dare. And that's why I'm also here.
That's why it takes me months to post. But it, no more. But
this one will often diminish a little bit her success because she's humble, and that is a beautiful thing. But that's why I am here to amplify this incredible news. As Noelle said, this store is thick as thieves.
I don't actually think I said the name of the store.
No, you didn't. It's owned by our friends Sam and Jeremy. They've become like our little retail family. In another video that I posted recently, I talked about some pennants that I made, and they are for sale in the store. They are incredible people. They're so generous, and their store really is the best store in Palm Springs.
It's beautiful. They have design experience, so you can, that is very evident in their store. Everything is placed meticulously, thoughtfully, and you have ideas that you would not have had you not gone into the store.
The whole front table when you walk in the store is specifically locally owned businesses.
I would love to live in that store. It's so beautiful.
There's the best people. And this opportunity has come from, when did we do the first market?
Today is pop-up day. There's Paul.
Hi.
Good morning. What a beautiful store you have. Paul's cool shirts, which are for sale, my friends. Right? Isn't it beautiful? And the plants in the macrame ceiling. We have this little bit out here. Flags, a little tea towel. What I'm happiest about with my stuff is this little table. So this looks like, to me, like a 60s desk of perhaps a college student. I have my vintage suitcase and then some shoes. Had this neat rack, so Paul put all of his ties here. And this is actually their stuff, so pretty. I love these mini cotton buds. Aren't they pretty? And this is one of my favorite items of his. This is metal and this is ceramic. Tray. This is Nick. You recognize him, I'm sure. Hi! My little table of more things. And this thing is priceless. And this is Paul. And Duke came to visit us too. I wonder if people lived here at one point. These little bungalows, they're so cute.
They have two bungalows, and they have since knocked down the wall to the second bungalow, so it's one big store. We were in the bungalow behind, and we had our...
Oh, that's right. It was a separate door then, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a separate door.
I totally forgot that.
But they used it for like macrame, and I don't know, there were some vintage items.
We totally took over.
We moved in.
We really did.
Yeah,
and
they were generous. They let us come in the night before, and
Paul may have a few ties. I don't know if you heard. Show them your shirts.
If you like one and they don't sell out, tell the thrifty miss.
We're just gonna set up. All the stuff has to be put out.
And then we did another sale that was kind of like out in their little courtyard area, which was fun too. I worked in retail before, but in terms of like owning a small business, that I have no idea how it's done. I don't know how you do the taxes. It sounds so overwhelming.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe 5-10 years down the road, I would have to shift my career aspirations dramatically to be like, I want to own a store. But I don't think I would, because I have such respect for people that own stores, restaurants, bars. Like, that work is so hard, and you commit a life to it, and they truly have. From the Pennants, I talked to them about a lot of the things that I had been selling at markets with Noelle that we just haven't really done a market in a really long time. We will do them again eventually, and I had all these great things that we were selling, and I was like, I wonder if they would be interested in selling some of that stuff. And I brought 3 bins over, and they just took the bins. And I was like, you don't want to look? And he's like, no, we want to see what you have, and we'll give you back what we don't sell. As of October, they were selling my things in the store, and really kind of like spaced them out in a way that I felt like little touches of my stuff were everywhere, because they don't just like take a section of the store and devote it to one vendor. They really thoughtfully think, this record will go really nicely with this blanket and this glass. The minute that happened, I thought of you. And I was like,
oh, thank you.
Because you have always inspired me.
Well, yeah.
Okay. We do this a lot.
They have this stuff called magic dust.
No,
Sell
the magic
jars
dust
of it.
is on the sauce.
Right, it's in the sauce. You can buy it, but
This
they
is
gave
magic
us.
sauce.
But
Somebody
it's funny.
comes into
it
our
works
booth
for
and
them.
you go on
So,
YouTube.
What's your name? What's your Instagram handle?
Oh, there's too many speed bumps in my complex.
This is a no-no. You're not supposed to go into people's driveways.
Based on what? It looks like I just did.
Wow.
Noelle has always inspired me, and she's the reason that I do all of this. And I know that's like, you want to spin it maybe, but I would not be making banners that her grandmother inspired me to make, because she came up with them. I would not be collecting things and figuring out how to sell them if it were not for you starting this channel and showing the world how much you love finding things and turning them around. So my mind went to, okay, this woman needs to have her things in this store alongside mine. I went to Jeremy and was like, would you be open to this? And he immediately, knowing you and knowing your stuff, was like, yes, absolutely. There was no question. Then I asked Noelle, and I said, would you be interested in this? And then maybe you can take it from here.
I have always wanted a brick and mortar store. Always. I love stationery and like vintage stuff. I've always wanted a store. It's like a scary venture, I think. It's like, it is a dream. The fact that my stuff will be in this beautiful city, and the fact that it's in this very stylized store with people I love. It's a dream come true, and it's just, I almost can't believe it when you called me, because he called me very late at night, and he said, I want to talk to you, and I thought it was about something else, and I was like, yeah, absolutely. You know, he proposed this idea and said he had talked to Jeremy about it, so he was basically my manager here.
I'm proud. Proud to
well,
be.
thank you so much. I mean,
I'll be taking 10% of all sales.
It's fine.
I'm kidding.
It's fine. Well, the sort of incredible thing about all of this, first of all, that Paul did this for me, it's just like, thank you so much. I am grateful. I'm very grateful.
I'm so happy to.
And it like moves, our friendship keeps moving in different directions as far as like opening up opportunities, I think, for both of us. That's what, I feel like we both taught each other a lot.
Absolutely.
And you have this place here which has allowed me to grow and flourish a lot in ways that I never would have before.
Setup has begun. This is my booth behind me here.
So thank you to you and Nick.
Yeah.
And
makes us so happy. And then even like producing content.
Oh,
because this is what
yeah.
I do for a living, and it's been slow, really, really slow lately. And what's been inspiring is that I think, okay, while it's slow, I'm not gonna just like not film things. And that's why I've been so grateful to be even part of your channel, is that like I can now produce videos and have a place to put out my ideas, even if I'm not filming with somebody else.
Yeah. Well, when we met at Disney many, many years ago, we actually, and this is way before YouTube, we used to make videos together.
And I would pay so much to like see any of them.
He had a flip cam, which was like
I
a big
still
deal.
have the flip cam, which
You
by
just
the
can't
way, I've tried so many ways to like, it's like the Indian, because there's no memory card in it. It's all in the device.
What kind of plug does it have?
It's a USB, and it just, when I plug it in, it just dies. It won't turn on.
We've always wanted to make videos together, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I know you were behind the camera as well, but I think you have always wanted to be in front of the camera. At least in our videos, you were in front of the camera.
I sure was.
Usually I'd have me film you sometimes. So yeah, this is a true dream. So I feel like vintage market is great.
Yeah, it's very hot, isn't it? Hi, fellas.
Hey.
Hey. Palm Springs Film Fest is going on right now. I was hoping that there would be some
Maybe a movie will let out.
special clientele, but
Reese Kidman, Nicole Witherspoon. Ever heard of her?
Gator.
May I say hello?
Oh.
Fun. You know, it's got its own crowd. The Ace Hotel was like, oh, that's the next thing, because it was more our vibe. Outside.
This is the coolest market I've ever been to, but also it smells really good. It smells like a fireplace and lavender.
Thick as Thieves is like bing, bing, bing. Just a beautiful space, and as I said, it smells good.
It does smell good.
I want to live there. I aspire to have their style and taste, and to see where they place everything. They don't just put it somewhere.
Yeah.
They place things. I like visiting like antique malls every so often, but I've never wanted to, because I thought, is that like the next step to go into one of those antique malls? And it never really felt right to me.
The seller remains in their own station, and so you're kind of like, it's almost like the vintage market.
It's
if
that's
you're
what it
not in the
reminds
right
me of.
state of mind when you happen to pass a booth or a table that you actually you won't see it because you're in the middle of a conversation, you're sipping your coffee. And so like at Thick as Thieves, you could walk through the entire store and you're going to see both her and my things mixed amongst everything.
It reminds me of like a French shop or like a John Darien in New York, where it's new items mixed with vintage items, and it's kind of hard to tell which ones are which sometimes. Very curated. So yeah, I just feel so excited, and so I wanted to share with you some of the things that will be in the store. So my last video, if you haven't seen it, I was shopping my stash. I collect things and I save things. I save things for someday, which was this day. You saw in my garage, I just went through stuff and started to pull and just rediscover things specifically for this crowd. Barware, a few clothing items, which I'm about to show you, a lot of books, a lot of memorabilia as well. Showing Jeremy and like hearing what he thought about it, that was like so nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
You saw how nervous I was.
Yeah.
So
well, actually, I didn't think you didn't seem nervous.
I kept repeating myself,
Oh,
and I
really?
was just like, but I kept saying, but it's okay if you don't want it. Like, are you sure? Da, da, da.
I have felt that energy from you sometimes in the past when we go to the market, that like nervousness about what's going to happen. I really didn't sense that from this time. And I was a little bit like, oh, I hope it's not that. So I'm telling you, I don't think he picked up on that, because I was also like standing there with Emmy, who's like losing her mind. I'm like, just fall back.
You can only manage one of your children.
She can handle this. She's a pro.
Wow. Amazing. This is prime real estate where the store is. It's Palm Springs, it's downtown.
And this is high season for Palm Springs too. So if you happen to know someone who's coming to Palm Springs, you have to tell them about this store. So now you're gonna see some things that like in the past, Noelle would show you some things, and then those things might be for sale online, they might not be, they might be away, but now all of these things, you can go in Thick as Thieves. It's so crazy.
Oh wow.
Eek.
And they'll style them.
Okay.
First of all, look how tiny this is. It's a vintage shirt for a child. It's a real vintage. I don't want to show you what's on it yet.
Why?
Because I will show you in a moment. It has a real vintage tag. I found this at a Goodwill.
Oh, it's for a baby.
Look it. It's a vintage
That
Grand
is too cute.
Canyon
I could scream. I just want
shirt.
to squeeze a
And
child
it's
in this.
unused. An absolutely darling, perfect little teeny tiny shirt.
And the colors are so vibrant.
They're so, I would say 70s. I think this is probably a 70s shirt.
That is so precious.
Don't you think this will do well at the store?
Don't look at me. Just because if you look at her, she's like... I'm sorry. You're very sweet. But we need to do an episode. Oh, what a good girl.
She is being very sweet.
Oh.
Okay. Next up, another vintage shirt. It's for adults this time.
Probably gonna want it.
I don't know that you'd want this.
Yeah, I do.
It's Engelbert
Oh
Humperdinck.
my god.
Look at this.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it's hard to see his
What
face.
size
like,
is it?
This size?
Medium? It looks like medium.
Let's see. This is how you can tell it's like.
That is so cool. And the
true
colors,
vintage.
the way that it's been handled. I kind of want to, can I just try it on later?
Can you put a picture of yourself in it?
Yeah.
Just say for sale at Thick as Thieves.
Yes. Okay.
I think they'll like this too,
Yes.
right? Okay. I don't. Look at this.
Oh, wow.
It's a vest.
I like it a lot.
Do you think they'll like it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's called Girasol. I think it was from the 70s or the 80s.
Look at all the little details.
I know,
Now I'm
Rick
saying,
Rack.
like,
It's got Rick Rack on it. The bright colors, the ribbons. Boop, boop.
all will be sold at Thick as Thieves in
Yeah.
Palm Springs.
I'm very grateful to Sam and Jeremy for their generosity and to Paul for managing it and for his openness to doing something like that for me. So thank you.
It's very rare to have like a win-win in life where like both parties succeed.
Yeah.
It's even rarer to have a win-win-win. And like, that's what this is. They say all boats rise with the tide, right? Like that, like
We lift each other up.
We do. And it's like,
Yeah.
it's rare to find that. And it's rarer in business too. Like
It's a great
can
opportunity.
count on like one hand the relationships that I have sort of in my career that feel even remotely as fulfilling and awesome as this one is.
Yeah.
And with Sam and Jeremy. So gratitude to them, gratitude to the universe, and gratitude to you for caring and watching. So,
Yeah, thank you so much for watching us
Thank you.
and me and for your support.
yeah, it means the world.
Love ya.
Bye.
Bye.
You really want to move in here. Would you visit me if I moved in here? Me too.
We're coming back, right?
Yeah, we were thinking of coming back.
We're fighting.